All right, Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I was born in Philadelphia. My family moved to Lincoln, Nebraska when I was 11. My father had taken a job at a slaughterhouse. None of us really wanted to move, but he said it was going to be the best thing. It's going to be the best thing for the family. And, he'd work all these long hours, mostly nights. And he put on a face for us, but, we all knew we hated it. And, after a while, it started to take a toll on my parents' relationship. Because, he's working all these long hours, but, somehow we're getting poor. So my mother, she started having these affairs. And it was always the same thing, too. This is Dan. He's here to come take a look at this, yada, yada, yada. Like I'm fucking stupid. So, one night, my old man comes home early. I got the word that they were downsizing to laid him off mid-shift. And he comes home, and he caught her. Now, I'm in my bedroom, and I could hear muffled voices. And then the muffled voices started getting louder. And then the next thing I know, I got a fucking fist in my wall. And silence. And I remember that being the weird part to me. It just got real quiet. It gotten so loud and it just bottomed out in the silence. And I remember my old man coming down the hallway. Just, all color and expression just completely gone from his face. And I could tell from his cheeks that he'd been crying. Now, I never see my old man cry, even in the slightest. And he got to the doorway, almost like he wanted to apologize. And he didn't look at me. But he said, I saw red. He just said, I saw red. And I went outside, and that was the last time I saw him alive. Because he got into his car, and he drove into Oak Lake, and he killed himself. I was 14. My mother, she felt extremely guilty, but not too guilty that she couldn't go run off with the boyfriend and leave me with my father's folks. And, they were good people. My grandparents, they always treated me decent. They were old school Catholic, but, And, I was the loner kid in school. Never really latched on to too many groups. Once that was all over, I didn't really know what to do with myself, so I took a job in Nova Restoration. I've been laying bricks since.
How about we bring it back around to why we're here today?
Yeah. Well, I was never really big into the whole dating thing. So this guy I work with tells me, there's these sites, and you put your picture up, and they fix you up with somebody, and that's where I met Amy, and it's funny. The thing that we connected over was the Eagles, the band, not the team. It's those little things, and it was nice. It was nice finally being able to connect with somebody for once. Finally being able to experience, love, or what I thought love. I'm not good with this stuff, but you know what I mean. And we had a good thing. We had a good thing, Amy and I. We dated for about 2 months. And for me, I just knew. This is the this is the girl I want to spend the rest of my life with. So, and I went down to this little shop down on Wexler. I got the ring, one of the ones with the little things on the sides. And, I took off from work early, went to get the flowers. I gave her office a call, and they set it up so that I could come in. So I get there, flowers in hand, they surprise her. And I get down on one knee, and I ask her to marry me. And, she didn't really say anything at first. And then, she got pissed off, and she just, took off. And, here I am thinking that, I'm doing something romantic. And, everybody's looking at me like, who's the dummy, on one knee. So, I chase after her, just to talk. And, we get in a screaming match in the parking lot. And she says to me, she's like, who do you think you are? Like, are you nuts? Like, calling me a psycho and all these kinds of things. She just ended it. Right there. Said she didn't want to see me again. And the whole time I'm just trying to figure out, what I did wrong. All I wanted to do was just, I just wanted a chance, just to tell her that I love her. So she didn't return my calls, didn't return my texts, and, this went on for about 3 weeks. And I just got in this really, just bad funk. This really deep, just nasty depression. Just a constant pit in my stomach and, the thing. And I was feeling real awful and just really, just fucking shitty about everything. And all I just wanted to do was just talk. I just wanted to talk because I knew that if I could get her to listen, that she'd know. Because in my mind, like, I always thought, like, when you know. And, I thought I knew. So, I get in the car, and, I drive to her place, and I see a car in the driveway that I don't recognize. So I started to get a little worried. So, I park the car in the driveway, and I get out of the car, go up to the porch, and I hear what, sounds like shouting. So immediately I just, I pop into hero mode, and I kick open the bedroom door, and, there they were. Naked, they were, they having sex, and, they, they got up, and, something in me just went feral, because I just reacted, and, something in me just said, you gotta destroy this motherfucker. And I remember I hit him, and I felt something break. I don't know what he looked like. I don't know if he said anything. I just remember him hitting the floor, and me standing over him, and that's when stuff just got, real out of hand. And I knew that she was screaming, but, I couldn't hear her. And, oh, man. I could just felt the vibration of, me hitting this guy, and I probably hit him 20, 30 times. And, when I got up, when you stand up too fast, and just this reddish haze. And I remember when I came to, Amy was standing right in front of me, and just this look of just absolute horror on her face. And I didn't even have to look at him to know. Just her to know. And she fell to the floor, and I just stood there. And in my mind, I just remember saying to myself, your life is over. And she's screaming, she's crying, why? And all I could think about was my father. I saw red.